We launched our new strategic plan only a few months ago, and that strategic plan has as its headline, Leadership Matters. So we're really going to embed leadership into all of our teaching and learning. So we're currently re-looking at what's known as our graduate attributes. We're redesigning those into graduate capabilities, and we're making sure that within every course we're embedding leadership, work integrated learning, Indigenous studies, research, along with the core components of discipline-specific knowledge, communication, critical thinking, problem solving, etc. So our vision going forward is to ensure that every student at Curtin has access to leadership education and leadership experiences. So we're currently offering extracurricular and co-curricular activities for our students in the leadership space. We've organised our leadership program through the Curtin Leadership Centre into Tier 1, 2 and 3, and we're going to ensure that every student, by the time we get to the end of this strategic plan in 2017, that every student has a leadership experience at least at the Tier 1 level, with opportunities for Tier 2 and Tier 3. That means that already this year some 4,000 students have accessed leadership opportunities through our Curtin Leadership Centre.
And the aim of that was to bring together a lot of the activities that we were doing in the area of leadership, that we were providing opportunities for students, and to offer some new opportunities for students to develop their leadership.
Similarly, work integrated learning and making sure that our students are industry ready is very, very important to us. It's what industry tells us. They're very happy with the quality of our graduates, but they're saying we'd like more. So what we're doing is ensuring that Curtin students will have a work integrated learning experience, whether that's in curricula or maybe in an industry placement. We'll be embedding that in curriculum to make sure that, again, every Curtin student has access to some sort of industry experience.
So the John Curtin Leadership Academy is the Curtin Leadership Centre's premier leadership program, and it's based on former Prime Minister John Curtin's values of vision, leadership and community service. It's a one-semester co-curricular program where students can develop their leadership skills and get involved to create positive community change.
It was a really rigorous program that gave us a skill set to go out into the workforce and be leaders, but at the same time I guess it taught us how to be socially concerned.
So our project is with Outward Bound Australia, and what we're trying to do is fundraise $30,000 to send 15 Indigenous youth on a leadership experience of their own.
So we took on board a project where we looked at what was happening in the environment at the time was a hot topic, and we were talking with the Australian Youth Climate Coalition, who were setting up in Western Australia. So we devised a way to get them and their name out, and we held a big concert out in Fremantle. It was fantastic.
One of our most successful projects was actually the Relay for Life, which was established 2 years ago by a group of JCLA students in conjunction with faculty and students from across the university.
It was a huge success. It raised $70,000. That's now been taken up by the university and will become one of its iconic events.
And we go through lots of modules like marketing, leadership, time management, all that kind of stuff. And then on the side we also do our group project work. So we're contacting companies, we're making connections, we're having team meetings and discussing progress.
The feedback that we get is that it has been transformational for students.
Students get a huge amount from JCLA, and watching them over the semester, it's a huge progression from, I guess, where they come in to where they leave.
So the main things I got out of the JCLA was, I guess, boosting my confidence. When I first started university, I wasn't very strong in the classroom and I did have a big fear of putting my hand up. But after I went through the JCLA, I learned not to be afraid. I learned to put my hand up, and actually I connected quite well with my lecturers. Funnily enough, I actually got a job out of that, so that was a big point for JCLA for me.
The projects that they work on are real projects, so they get the benefit of what that looks like in practice. So we take them out of the textbook and into the practical.